So it's a pretty day. Just ended up washing the truck. Got a lot of comments around the paint and just what I had shown before, and I wanted to give a little bit more detail, a little bit more follow-up. Ultimately, Ford ended up saying it's paint, there's nothing we can do about it, it's gonna chip. Took it to a local paint shop. They ended up saying, yeah, it's paint, it's gonna chip. It was probably just a crappy paint job that Ford did, but there's really nothing that you can do about it. So that's kind of where I am at with it. So paint protection film, maybe it would be the only thing that I could do to protect it, but long term it's just going to get kind of beat up. But I wanted to provide a little bit more detail, so let me go and show you what I'm looking at here. And it's a beautiful day out here. I just ended up washing the truck and thought it would be a good opportunity to give more detail. I know I got a lot of comments, people asking and commenting and saying, stuff about the paint, the chips, the scratches. So I wanted to give more detail, a little bit better of a in-depth look at this, what to expect. Ford basically said there's nothing they can do about it. Paint scratches is basically what they said. Kind of a crappy answer. Took it over to a paint expert guy just to have him look at it, and he said, yeah, I mean, they just put a thin coat of paint. Maybe they just did a kind of a crappy job the day that they put this truck out, but just a little bit more detail. So again, 7,000 miles in, pretty big chip. Chip, 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 chip. All those are chips. It appears to be like on the metal and not really the plastic so much up front here. Chip here again. It's working my way across. Chips. 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 And and I'm not saying that it should be without chips, but at 7,000 miles, I just expected it to be far less, given my experience with other cars I've owned in the past. Chips all here, 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 all over here. You can see where I covered up some of them, but yeah, it's just all over the place. I just chipped all over. This is at 7,000 miles. So, and just to give a little bit more clarification on what I'm talking about with the door handle, it's kind of like right around dusk. And it seems weird to me, the explanation, and I'm not talking like here. This is not where the scratches are. I'm talking here at the top. It's a lot less noticeable and more subtle here on the driver's side. The passenger side, which I open a lot less. If I can get that to show clearly. Pretty dang chipped. It looks like it's kind of all the way through to the plastic, but it's very noticeable when you run your finger across it. I mean, nothing that I can really do about that. Paint protection films will just protect back here, which isn't a problem. And I've worn a wedding ring my entire time of owning cars, like 12 years. So for comparison's sake, here we have a 2010 Toyota Sequoia with 220,000 miles. And you'll notice no scratches or dings here. There are some scratches back here where fingernails have hit over the years. Same thing with the driver's side door, 220,000 miles. No big scratches on the door handle here. That's what really threw me off about it. Back here, I know you can get paint protection film, and I would kind of expect that, but up here it just seemed kind of weird. And same thing, like whenever I come up front here, again, 220,000 miles. I mean, there are some scratches, some dings. Where like rocks have hit it over the years, but again, 14-year-old car, 13-year-old car, that's to be expected. And I mean, like, it's really good shape for its age, but just how well this paint has held up over that course since 2009, I guess, when the car was brand new. 220,000 miles versus 7,000 miles. So I don't know if it's Ford or if I just happened to get a truck that was made on a Friday or a Monday. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I just wanted to give everybody a little bit more information, a better visual of what that paint looked like, since I was getting so many comments, and just the fact that Ford basically declared that there's no problem, and yeah, there's not much that I can really do about it. It does worry me long term what that's going to look like. But anyways, comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you.